What up, it's your girl Natty J. You are tuned in to Nat Town Legend Chronicles Part 1 on Speak Your Ish. I'm sitting here with my boy Lil Billy.
What's
Lil
happening?
Billy, how you doing? How your day
What's
going?
happening? It's all right. It's going.
Let everybody know who you are.
I'm Lil Billy. I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter from Indianapolis, business owner, uh, overall fly guy.
Okay, fly guy, fly guy. I see
Yeah,
you all around the city, putting in motion, doing your thing.
yeah.
I had never heard of you until I came to the Dame Dash event. That was my first time ever hearing your name, and ever since then I haven't stopped hearing your name.
For sure.
I see you everywhere. What is the motion like? What's the motivation behind you?
Um, I'm just a hustler.
I'm just a hustler,
I'm just
baby.
a hustler. So like, I just
So okay, I've seen on your Instagram you have hustling for better times.
yeah,
Explain.
hustling for better times started as like something negative. It was my clique in the streets. I'm from the inner city, Indianapolis, by the Crown Hill area. I'm from Kenwood. Uh, I started a clique in my neighborhood because I felt like I wasn't like everybody else from the hood. I didn't like to do stuff they like to do, so I made a clique. It was me and my four brothers, and it started off as like a bad connotation. We cuss on her. Yeah. Like hustling, fucking, and tricking. That's what we used to do.
Oh,
We
okay.
used to go to
Hustling,
all
fucking,
the
and tricking. You got a apparel that say that?
yeah. We used to go to all like our high school events and throw money and tear up money and make a scene and like just try to make our presence felt. So as we came together and just transitioned through life, as we were stepping it up and growing and becoming men, it just started to mean different things. Hustling for better times.
Are you seeing better times?
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you say is the major difference between when you first start saying that saying to now seeing better times?
Um, I think longevity now.
Okay.
So that changed. I was living for the moment then. When I was turning up the money, tricking, giving away the money, doing all that, I was just living like today might be my last day. You know,
Okay. But now you living like you got a future.
Yeah, now I'm hoping for better times.
Okay.
I'm hoping for better times.
For sure. What I'm doing has never been done. I'm legendary.
Yeah.
Explain. What are you doing that's different?
If you don't know, Indianapolis is real cliquish territorial. Um, I'm using, so I started cliquish and territorial and excluding people. Now I'm using my platform and all the energy I have to expand and bring people together.
Okay.
So when I say it's legendary, people around here aren't inclusive really. Mm-hmm. They're very, very standout.
No, they really are. And when it comes to you, they're not standoffish to you. But what? How do you get there though? Like they're not standoffish to you. Like what did you do?
Everything. I had, I had to do, I had to do everything to win their respect. And so when I say everything, I mean like I had to do certain things to gain this type of person's respect. Yeah. And at the same time, I had to give money to gain people who give money respect. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, it was like numerous things that I had to do. So it's multiple lanes that you had to master to get the respect. I had to go to jail, prison, this, that, positive things. Like I just did it all. And I just, in doing it all and learning about it, I learned that by being standoffish and cliquish is why we ain't made it nowhere. Right. That's the number one reason why. That is so true. That is so true on all levels of everything that we entrepreneurs in Indianapolis, we trying to strive and do better, and everybody be like, I want to do this and I want to move different, but really you're not gonna move different because you're not trying to move together. So if we can't move together, then we're not gonna move as a unit. And we don't notice that how much I guess we could say like the system that's in place separates us. Mm-hmm. So if I come out with a shirt right now that's like I'm from the east side, somebody over there is from the west side is gonna take offense to that. Yeah. And we like just do stuff like that in that. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. I really can't put it into words, but okay, I can show you. But do you feel like so if you make a shirt that say I'm from the east side, so you ain't gonna make one that say I'm from the west side too? I mean, I wouldn't even do that now. But I want it inclusive. Mm-hmm. I'll make it citywide shirts or something. Yeah. Because if it's not helping, it's hurting. Yeah. And some people make all these gray area excuses, and the world ain't in the gray area. No, for real. It's all working together. Mm-hmm. it's funny. Like when I talked to my son yesterday, they stay out of state. So I talked to my son yesterday, and he was just watching all my videos and like analyzing everything I'm doing. So when I talk to him, it's like talking to a manager. Like,
so what you? So y'all watching it together, or he watching it calling
he
you?
He was doing his thing.
Okay.
And then I'm like, "What are you playing in the background?" Because I thought I heard me, and he like watching the videos, listening to music, but he's playing
the video games.
But he's telling me like, "How you get this million views on this, and that?" And it's just like it's just funny.
How did you?
It's just funny. Hard work.
Okay, hard. So hard work, like you had to.
It was really content, networking with other people. Shout out to my guy in LA. Doing different genres of music because it happened on my video Tugging. If you've never seen it, that's me making country music.
Okay.
I collab with 2 or 3 other writers on there, and they're important people and they line of work. So it was just really a big collaboration. Shout out to Woogie because he filmed it for me. He's like one of the best videographers around here.
Okay. What's his name again?
Woogie.
I've never heard of him. So
yeah, Big Wood.
Okay, Big Wood. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Big Wood.
BET Jams like that. Was that for real? That's still out. BET Jams because
yeah.
I was like, I meant to look that up. I was like, okay, so you, was that expensive? Like, did it cost a lot?
Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah,
and I had to send my money up front.
Okay, because I know I was gonna do a commercial on TV, right? And then I had to pick like the times that I wanted to be on so and so network, so it go by network and where you wanted to be on. But this is actually through BET.
I have a homie that I've been working with. Shout out to Mr. Green. He's with the lake.
Okay.
And he like just assists me along the way. So I had put out a song called "Call on Me." It was like an R&B song, and I had put some marketing behind it, like Facebook marketing and Instagram marketing, ads rather. And somebody had just jumped in my email. I have my email in my bio. He jumped in my email. He was like, "This came across my desk through my intern or something." And he's like, "This is dope. This needs to be seen by the world."
Okay.
And I'm like, right. Man, who are you and how did you find me? So I got trust issues. So I'm like,
you like, let me make sure this is for real.
To him, and he told me what he did for PNB Rock, rest in peace. And he told me a lot of people that he worked with. So once I started looking through his emails and talking, I'm like, FaceTime me. And he FaceTimed me, and it was the real deal.
Okay.
Like, I do this for BET, and I do this for Revolt World, and I do this, and that, and I want this on here.
Fact. So y'all see that hard work and dedication will open up some doors for you that you never knew that they could open. But you have to invest in your craft. Like it's not going to come to you overnight. You definitely have to invest and keep on investing and just keep investing because you can't give up. You just can't. You don't know what year you're gonna pop off. Rapper, singer, writer, clothing, apparel. So, have you dropped any new clothing lately?
No, I'm waiting on the shipment right now. It should be here in the next few days.
Okay. So we got some merch coming.
Yeah, we got new merch coming. And a side note for that BET thing, I'll just give y'all an example. I gave them $5,000 and I waited a whole entire month.
Wow.
So you have to not only invest in your craft, you got to trust, and that's something people like me from the streets, we're not good on trusting. So I had to send my money ahead of time to a person who just reached out to me in my email. And I had to trust that it was going to work. But
and it worked. Definitely was on there. It was on that thing. So will it air multiple times or was that just a one-time air?
It was. So I'm about to get back on there between me and y'all. I got another big thing coming up. So I reinvested more money and I got something real big about to come up.
Okay.
But it had aired like that day, I think like 4 or 5 times, different times during that day. But you can, whatever you can afford. If you can afford it, you can run it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you can afford it, you can definitely your money can take you places where, not having no money will take you for sure.
And the labels are working with everybody. It's not like, since so many people are independent, it's not like the old days where you got to be with this such and such, Atlantic, such and such. Nah, they'll work with you. You got the budget.
So now they changing it, changing how they do
all
things.
Inclusive.
Yeah, that's kind of like how the company that I work for is. Things that don't grow.
Like we ain't no different than like plants and stuff like that. If you don't grow, you die. And I used to think about it in the streets. A lot of people that I knew used to go to jail, they'll probably have a big serious situation. They'll make it out of it, and they get right back into the same situation, and then the end result will be harsher, or maybe they might beat this case and then get out and something happened to them. Right. So I'm just learning like, if you don't grow, you die. Because over the years, I have been in the streets since I was 12 years old, and I just learned that my personality always made me grow though. So when I started here at a certain point in time, when I was in the neighborhood, I looked around. I was like, I've been standing on these corners for 15 years. I ain't coming back over here tomorrow. And literally, that's what transitioned my life. I did not expect that. Building, and I was like, bro, I'm looking at these same dudes at the same building. I ain't coming over here tomorrow. I'm going to expand.
I know that's right.
I always had a growing mentality, and as I grew, I just noticed that people who wouldn't grow always would fall to the wayside. Yeah. It might be prison for life. It might be this for life. I never embraced that lifestyle for me. It never felt like that's what I was supposed to do.
Right. I know that. He said, I looked around and said, I'm not coming back over here. Mm-hmm. Did you pick another corner or you just elevated the corner or what?
The corner was over.
The corner was over. Yeah, it was over. Elevated to something else.
And I don't know where it came from. I don't know what happened that day. I don't know if I was just frustrated with something, but it literally happened just like that. And then I just took my journey into music.
Yeah, that's true. In anything you do in life, like if you have a goal and you stick to it, which means you're growing your goal. Mm-hmm. You planted a seed and said, "Hey, I want to do this," mm-hmm. and I keep going and keep at it and keep practicing, and one day that seed is gonna sprout.
Don't get distracted. Stay on that grind. Get that money, and I don't say get the money for the reason they do. Money gives you options.
Mm-hmm. Dear Heavenly Father, please protect me. I went to the feds, came home, whole city snitching.
I've been going through some of the most craziest things in my life since I've been seeing, we could say, success. I have fought conspiracy to murder charges on the police, and everyone that I caught that charge went home because nobody opened their mouth. I've been to the feds. I've been a part of big situations, and I've been blessed enough to come home, not open my mouth, do what I was supposed to, handle my business. Since I came home, snitching is like allowed, and I've even been called a snitch. I have been in more positions. I have been in the worst prisons in the world and came home absolutely perfect, better than I left. I have sacrificed my whole life for this. Mm-hmm. And it's just wow. So I just that day, I was really like, I was just fed up. Yeah. That day. It was just one of the bad days. I was fed up. And I do not condone any criminality or any of that mess. It just is me. That's who I am. So when I'm speaking on it in high regards, or you might take it out of context, but that's just me. That's just who I am. That's what I came from. I would never do it again, though. I would never wish that on nobody, but I also am an accountable man. I don't believe in putting yourself in a situation you ain't ready for and then telling on somebody else like they made you do that.
Exactly.
Just be accountable for your actions. Exactly. At every level. That's even in business. Be accountable. If your shit crumbles and it fall apart, don't blame nobody else. Just take it and rebuild it. So I was just having a bad day that day. Spaz.
I'm Natty. That's Lil Billy. Follow both of us if you're not. Naptown Legends Part 1. Thank you for tuning in, everybody that's live. I appreciate y'all. We out, baby.